Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a lovely day. Now today's video is going to be a Goose Creek candle review. Now it seems like I've been blinking forever since I did a Goose Creek candle review, and that's because I've had tons and tons of my candles in storage since I moved house, and I've just been going through them now, and I found this scent of Goose Creek in Juicy Pear. Well, it's basically Juicy Pear Essentials, that's what it says on the label, and you will notice before I say anything else, I haven't finished burning this candle. I'll explain why in a second, but I have been going through my stash. This is actually an older candle. I do think it's a few years old. I couldn't, you know, don't quote me on how old it actually is, but it's definitely an older candle. Just says www.goosecreekcandle.com, made in the USA. Item gives you the item number and stuff like that. But anyway, let's just get into this candle. I got this candle, I believe it was yonks ago, off the gifting corner when they were doing a sale, or some similar site like that. I can't remember exactly, but I'm sure that's what it was. And I snapped up a load of Goose Creek candles because I think they were half price or something like that, and I love a good bargain, so I just snapped up loads of them. And this is in the scent Juicy Pear. Now this is a medium-sized jar. As you can see, a similar style to the Yankee, with like the shaped jar and everything like that, which I do like. It's 16 ounces, 453 grams, and it has, you know, a little label of some pears on the front, as you can see there. The wax is actually like a, it's not a bright green wax, if that makes sense. It's more of a slightly khaki coloured wax, and this candle has 2 wicks. Now, on cold sniff, well, I remember when I originally got this candle, I was so disappointed when I actually sniffed it. I thought it would be like of a lovely, gorgeous, juicy pear, because Goose Creek wax melts are really good. They are fantastic, and this just smelt to me, or the only kind of pearness I could get to it, yeah, it was like of the skin of a pear maybe, but there was a dusty scent to it, and I wasn't impressed. But I thought, do you know what, don't just not burn it. You never know when you actually burn the candle, sometimes the scents can change, it can be more stronger or not as strong. So I thought, you know, give it a go, and unfortunately I was so disappointed. For a start, the flames were very high. I trimmed this wick every single time. I've got to about less than halfway of burning through this, and I had to stop. The sooting was getting crazy. I was blowing out the candle. Every time I noticed there was any kind of mushroom top, you know, occurring on the top of this candle, I blew it out, waited for the wax to settle, and trimmed the wick as far down as I could, and I still started to get soot. As you can see from the side of this candle, I don't know how well to pick up, it started to soot, and when I saw the soot coming off the actual flame, it wasn't a little bit of soot, it was tons. And I just thought, do you know what, I burnt this a few times, I blew it out, I trimmed the wick as far down as I possibly could without there being a non-existent wick, and the soot was too much. The scent throw was rubbish. It just smelt of like a, the only thing, it didn't smell of Juicy Pear, it smelled like slightly of like a pear skin. I don't know if that makes sense. The only thing I could, of any kind of resemblance to a pear, was of the skin of a pear, and it had a dusty kind of scent to it. It just wasn't nice. It wasn't a Juicy Pear at all, and I thought, you know what, I never normally give up on a candle, but I'm giving up on this one just because, you know, the sooting was too much. You shouldn't have to burn a candle and babysit it this much. I mean, the wax pull was great, as you can see. I mean, this melt, look, I mean, you can see there's even oils there. Shame the oils on the top of this candle smell blinking gross, but you can see the wax is an even burn near enough around the side, and for a candle nowadays that's pretty damn rare, from one of the more, I don't know, more consumery type brands anyway, not the local, like the smaller vendors. But I had to trim this wick so damn blinking much. The smoke was too much, the scent throw was crap. This was a rubbish candle. I'm sorry. This is quite an older candle from Goose Creek. They may well have changed their formula. As I said, I love their wax melts, and I have heard actually from someone who I talk to quite a lot on here that they've even changed the formula of their wax melts, and I haven't tried the new formula because I'm still going for my old stash. I have such a huge stash of wax, which I love, but I want to get through it, you know. I don't want to be one of these hoarder people who hoards their wax. There's no point in hoarding stuff, you've got to use it. So, but yeah, like I said, it's just the scent throw was rubbish, the scent itself was rubbish, the burn was okay apart from the blinking smoke on these wicks. It was just too much, and overall the scent was poo. So I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know how much these retail for now. As I said, I did get this half price, but nevertheless, to me, even if they were selling these off for £1, 50 pence, 20 pence, I wouldn't purchase it. So I do not recommend this candle. This may have been a faulty batch. I won't have it that it's an older candle, and you know, that's why I won't have that at all. I won't have that because you test your products before they go out. I work in buying, and I'm not, your products go through so many testers. Where's the quality control? Do you know what I mean? I will not have that with any company, especially a larger vendor who, you know, a larger company who's known, who's a well-known consumer brand. The quality control obviously went amiss, and just their formula on this kind of wax, the wicks aren't very good. I think the actual wax itself is great, just the wicks themselves are poo. So I would not recommend this candle. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my channel if you are new. There's going to be a lot more home fragrance videos coming up, and please hit the bell notification button if you want to be notified when I release a new video, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.